Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. You can call me Em or Emmy. Today I'll be showing you how to crochet some very common and basic stitches for complete beginners, including the slip knot, chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet in US terminology. To begin, you will need some materials including yarn, a crochet hook, and something to cut your yarn with. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver, which is a medium weight for 100% acrylic yarn. Your yarn label will tell you the type of yarn that you're using, as well as the recommended hook size. For this yarn, I'll be using a 5.5mm crochet hook and some scissors. You can choose whether to use the yarn on the outside of the seam, as seen here, or the center pull. I prefer to use the center pull, which you can usually find tucked into one of the ends. To begin with, I'll be showing you how to make a slip knot. First, you want to pick up your yarn and hold it so that the working yarn from the skein and the yarn tail are in your left hand. Then, twist the yarn in your right hand to form a loop. Again, grab the yarn and hold it so that the working yarn from the skein and the yarn tail are in your left hand. Twist the yarn in the right hand to form a loop. Then, grab the working yarn from the skein in your right hand and pull it through the loop to form a knot. Make sure to pull tightly. I'm going to repeat this process to hopefully make it easier to understand. I find that this is the easiest way to make a slip knot, though some people prefer other methods. Now that you have your slip knot, insert your crochet hook into the loop and pull on the working yarn to tighten it. You can also pull on the tail to loosen the knot if needed. Next, I will show you how I like to hold my yarn and hook. There are many ways to do this, but this is what works best for me. To start, wrap your yarn once around your ring finger like this, and then bring it in the front of your middle finger and loop it behind and around your pointer finger as shown. Again, loop the yarn around your ring finger, and then once around your pointer finger. You can grasp the tail or your project between your thumb and middle finger, keeping your pointer finger outstretched. This helps you keep proper tension when crocheting. The next most important step is making a chain. You will usually work into this chain to start most projects, so it is very important to master this before moving on to other stitches. To start, wrap your yarn around your hook as shown. This is called a yarn over. Then, pull the yarn through your slip knot and pull up a loop. This forms your first chain. Yarn over again, and pull it through to bring up a loop. Yarn over, and pull through. You can continue this process to make your chain as long as you want. This is what your finished chain should look like. The next stitch I'll be showing you is a slip stitch. To make your slip stitch, count to the second chain or V from your hook, not including the loop around your hook. You'll be working into the top part of the V shape. Insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, and pull up a loop. You should now have two loops in your hook. Pull the loop from the left through the loop behind it. This forms your first slip stitch. Again, insert your hook into the top of the chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, and pull this loop through the other loop on your chain. You can repeat this process all the way down your chain to make a full row of slip stitches. Insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through, and pull this loop through the loop on your hook. When you reach the end of the chain, don't forget the last chain. This completes your first row of slip stitches. Next, I will show you how to do a US single crochet. This is also a very common stitch that you should know. To begin, insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, like we did for slip stitches. Make sure you skip the first chain. Next, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should have 2 loops in your hook. This time, you're going to yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops on your hook. This forms one single crochet. Insert your hook into the next chain. Yarn over and pull through to bring up another loop. And yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Continue this process down your chain to make a row of single crochet. The next stitch I'll be showing you in this video is a half double crochet. I like to again skip a stitch and start in the second chain from the hook, but some people prefer to skip 2 and start in the third chain. To begin, yarn over and insert your hook into the chain. Yarn over again and pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops in your hook. Then yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. This makes one half double crochet. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Continue this down your chain to make a row of half double crochet. The final beginner stitch that I'll be showing you today is a double crochet. For this stitch, you're going to want to start in the 4th chain from the hook, so skip the first 3. This is because these first 3 chains act as a turning chain, making up the equivalent of 1 double crochet. To begin, yarn over and insert your hook into the 4th chain from the hook. Then, yarn over and pull through, and you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through just the first 2 loops on your hook. This leaves you with 2 more loops in your hook. Finally, yarn over and pull through these last 2 loops. This completes 1 double crochet. Next, yarn over and insert your hook into the next chain. Then yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through these first 2 loops. And yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Continue this to make a row of double crochet. This is one completed row of US double crochet. These are some of the most common and simple stitches that are essential to know in order to start your journey crocheting. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and please leave feedback and suggestions for future videos in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe if you found my video helpful. Thanks for watching.